All right, here we are in match the 4th. I don't think this hand is very good. We got so many 3 and 4 drops all again. Oh dear God. Keep, hope to scry up. White source at the top. Perfect. Now we have Thraben Inspector, Score Sky Fisher, Auramancer. You know, curve out the 1, 2, 3, the old 1, 2, 3, 4 curve. I really hope this is Stompy. Jake says this is a good matchup. It is! Hooray! So turn 1, we'll dead weight this guy. No Rancor shenanigans. Does put us a bit behind though on the white mana, but probably good enough. Alright, that's pretty good against me. I probably don't have an answer for this. I really need to rip a white source. Untap one. Alright, could get Font for turn also. We're going to be taking some damage. Next turn, we'll play the Thraben Inspector. Again, hope to get a land of some sort. Maybe if we get a Plains, we could Thraben Inspector and Core Sky Fisher in the same turn. That'd be pretty sweet. Worst case scenario here. Skargan Pitskulk, Burning Tree, Burning Tree, Burning Tree. Nest Invader. Really hope that's not what they have. Skargan Pitskulk would be annoying by itself. Yeah, there it is. Pestilence would be nice here. Dead weight's not bad. Let's dead weight the Pitskulk. It's the only one I will not be able to block. And then we will do Inspector Thraben. Opponent's gonna Vines here? Okay, sure. I like them playing that on their my turn, not their turn. Alternatively, I guess I could bounce the Clue. I don't really like doing that because it's no value. But given this board state, perhaps it is correct. So I will be blocking nothing but the Kyrian Ranger if it attacks. I've been punished for blocking Kyrian Rangers in the past, but Missing a land drop also was unfortunate. I do agree with Jake. I do think we are favored in the long game versus Stompy, at least. Pestilence and Crypt Rats are pretty good against them. In the early game, though, like this is kind of the worst, right? You know, 2-mana. I have like the Font of Return Auramancer thing in my hand. I have a Core Sky Fisher that I can't really play that well. Okay, buddy. And I got the Guardian of the Guild pack like right here, and it can't even really, you know. Man, they're getting real aggressive. Is this going to be like a groundswell or something? Double kicked. That seems very bold. That's very bold of my opponent. Because they're not winning this turn. They're going to do... Okay, well, I'm going to block the Kyrian Ranger, 100%. I'll take 12, I'll go to 6, and I'll have stuff in the hand, and they won't. All right, sure. Given this turn of events, I think it is wise for me to not return the Thraben Inspector to my hand, unless I draw exactly Plains here. Journey to Nowhere is actually a little bit better, so let's see. I have 2 options here. I could Journey the Pitskulk, or I could play... I think it's better to play the Core Sky Fisher, because if I don't play the Sky Fisher, they can still get in with the Nest Invader. Whereas now they're going to have to pick. The best top deck for them is definitely Rancor. And since they have no cards in their hand... So let's see. It's really between bouncing the Inspector, or I guess I could sort of straddle the middle here and bounce the land, which is what I will do. because unfortunately I've missed a ton of land drops. But that way I get to keep the clue to cycle next turn if I don't get anything better, and I get to keep the blocker, so that seems fine. I forget that Poor Sky Fishing can bounce land sometimes, YOLO. So like, or Hunger the Howpack would also be a very, very unfortunate top deck for me, because I cannot block this Dragon Pit Skulk, and it's lethal, right? Yeah, I think no, maybe like it's +3/+3, maybe. I don't know. I play a lot of Pauper, but I don't remember exactly what cards do sometimes, so bear with me. But either way, Hunger the Howpack, Rancor, those are bad cards for my for me. Alternatively, I could Journey to Nowhere something. I could Journey to Nowhere the creature with Rancor on it. Kabira Crossroads is actually fairly good here because it draws me. It's a land and it gains me life. And now I think I will go ahead and attempt to Journey the Pit Skulk. It's definitely the biggest threat on the table currently. Yeah, the double kicked vines on that turn was very strange. And now if they kick vines on it, they've already run through 3 of their vines, so yeah, okay, we took away their creature that is quasi unblockable. They're sandbagging a card. Maybe that was the land. Maybe they have 2 lands in their hand. I really don't know. I'm not in any real position to attack, though. I don't just want to die out of nowhere. Slamming this Guardian would be pretty big. Evan Cars is also fairly decent. I think what I'm going to do this turn is go ahead and play the Auramancer and get back the Deadweight. So that'll set me up with another removal spell. A bit of a Nomba with Evan Cars, of course, but I have to draw exactly Swamp to cast this next turn. Yeah. So yes, I will use Auramancer's ability, and I think now that I have the Auramancer in play, I can go ahead and attack for 2. Now that I have the Deadweight Auramancer, I have a blocker for this Nest Invader. I'm not winning by just sitting here. I don't want to give my opponent a chance to draw into something. Ugh. Hoping I draw like a Scoured Barrens next turn would be pretty nice. Gives me access to an additional black mana and gains me a life. I got some live draws. I'll pretty gladly make this block. If my opponent has to use a pump spell to get rid of my Auramancer, that's okay. If they have Hunger the Howpack, that's also kind of okay. If they have nothing, that's also okay. Okay, Scoured Barrens. So now the question is, do I want to kill this Eldrazi spawn? Probably not, right? I mean, it can carry a Hunger or a Rank. I am going to kill it. It can carry a Hunger the Howpack or a Rancor. So I don't mind killing it here. Next turn, I'll have Guardian of the Guild Pact. I can cycle the clue at the end of my opponent's turn. And then I think they're going to be pretty hard pressed to beat me at that point. Sure. Cycle Young Clue, get back an Auramancer. So we have a choice here. We could Auramancer, get rid of Nettle Sentinel. I kind of like that a little bit better. Just because it keeps their board clear, and they don't know about the Guardians quite yet. Adds to our board, keeps their board clear. All things you want to do in the aggro matchups. Now suddenly we're in great shape. My sweet promo Auramancers. All right, another Nettle Sentinel's kind of annoying, but whatever. That's what Guardian of the Guild Pack's for. Plus, we have plenty of blockers. Our opponent's on a pretty quick clock, starting next turn with the Guardians. They got one last card in their hand. Don't know what it is. Could be. I don't think it's Rancor. Maybe it is though. There's just no reason to not go ahead and run it out. I think at the point where you have 5 mana. Burning Tree, interesting. So that's actually very good against Guardian, unfortunately. But I could Justice next turn, depending on what my opponent does. See if I Justice. Yeah, I might just Justice. See if I Justice pre-combat. Is that better than Justicing post-combat? Well, I kind of want to buy back the Justice, maybe. Okay, Orzhov Basilica. So let me think. If I Justice, I lose the Auramancer and the Thraben Inspector. I get in for 4. My opponent takes 2. And we'll be at, yeah, actually Justice is probably fine. Then we'll bounce Kibera Crossroads. Swing 4. My opponent takes lethal next turn unless they can deal with Core Skyfisher and Guardian of the Guild Pact. Or unless they play like Feed the Clan in the main. I don't know. Or Life Goes On. Oh ba dee, oh ba da 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 da, life goes on. Alright, cool. Win that match. In the board, Cup Green, 100%, Airship Cleric, 100%. Pestilence, good. Crypt Rat's maybe not so good. Crypt Rat's kind of mana intensive. Journey's good. Dead Weight's good. Yeah, I think Crypt Rat's not so good. Prismatic Strands, very good. Evan Carr's maybe not so good. It was good that game. It was alright that game. It was alright. Pestilence is probably fine because it sticks around. Cage of Hands, probably not so good. Alright, cool. We'll submit that. Oh, body, oh, ba da, na, 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 life goes on. Whoa. I wish they had the Jesper Mirfors Pestilence art with the dude foaming at the mouth. That's the one I like. Unpopular opinion, maybe, but that's the one I like. As far as I know, this is the Urza's one is the only one on here, though. All right, here we are. Next game. Gonna be on the draw, obviously. Wow, Pestilence actually has a lot of printings. Beta Pestilence? Oh, yeah. It's just a creepy dude with like a toga, foaming at the mouth. Jesper Mirfors, you're a genius. This hand's probably fine, right? Like, I got Arishan Cleric. I mean, I'm on the draw, so maybe not, but the Cleric feels good. The Guardian is obviously good. Read the Bones is probably fine. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna keep. My opponent goes all in on a turn where they can't kill me, you know, little things. But yeah, I'm gonna be getting 5 life over the course of the next couple turns, so I mean, Airship Cleric basically 3-drop, right? Kibera Crossroads, huh? I think it's better to go ahead and play the Barons because I might want access to black mana next turn if I draw like a Deadweight or something. So yeah, Scoured Baron's probably a little bit better. Yeah, I'm gonna gain a ton of life, and that's just so important in the Stompy matchup. Just, you know, because they're basically a green burn deck. They want to pump you out of the game. Skargan Pit Skull could be unfortunate here. I do have a problem with Skargan Pit Skull. just because my creatures are a little hard. Scattershot Archer. Okay, yeah, I was like, did I play any flying creatures last game? Yeah, I did. I played the Core Skyfisher. I still don't think Scattershot Archer is really that insane here, though. Sure, but sure. Oh well. Speak of the devil. it wasn't that great until, well, now I can combo with Arishan Clerics. That's pretty strong. So yeah, let's just play the other Scoured Barons. No reason to go ahead and play the Chimera Crossroads here. Possible I want double black because I have Pestilence in my deck. Let's ship the old turn. I do, of course, wish that I was playing Standard Bearers in the sideboard. I understand why this deck is not, though, because it's bad with Pestilence. This kind of also makes me want to play the Orzhov Monarch deck. Maybe I'll do that next week. Just sort of a different flavor of the same deck. Well, there's a lot of decks out there to play. I'm pleased that I've been able to avoid redundant decks over the course of the Adrian show, and I think I've been doing it for like 6 or 7 weeks at this point. So I think that's pretty impressive, TBH. Sure. Like, I can't be the only one who thinks this is greedy, right? Okay. Alright, actually, this is fine, because now I'm going to get to rebuy Arishan Cleric a ton of times. Also, eventually, I'm going to get to Heliod's Pilgrim for the card that lets me gain a ton of life, Gift of Orzhov, which is great with guarding the Guild Pact, so doing it. Hashtag doing it. The Auramancer to rebuy any enchantments that might fall off. So yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape here. Pretty good shape. Next turn, I think I'd like to Skyfish. Back the Arishan Cleric. Alternatively, could read the bones. We might be in a position to read the bones next turn, depending on what our opponent does. What if they kill Arishan Cleric, for instance? That wouldn't be very good. So, do I block here? It's a good question. Huh. Ooh, do I block here? I think I'll just block the Scattershot Archer. Do I block here? I mean, that's kind of what he's for, right? But then I lose out on rebuying him with the Skyfisher. I think it's worth it to block. If they are testing me, it's not good for them to get the free 2 damage in. Okay, good. And I was like to say, if they have a pump spell and they have to kill the Arishan Cleric, then the Arishan Cleric gave me 3 life and ate a pump spell. So not bad. That's not bad. Now I imagine they will attach Viridian Longbow to something and then kill this, maybe? Is the plan? We're gonna Metal Sentinel or Nest Invader instead. This yeah, it's equip 3, so they can still do it. They can still do it because they're getting the token. Not the token. Yeah, it's a token. That's what you call those. So they could still kill this. I still think that's fine. Cause they just eat their whole turn. Okay, yeah, that's what they're doing. Okay, not bad. And okay, yeah, sure. Come on. I need to hit a land drop. I do like both of these. Even though I cannot cast the Deadweight this turn. Because now what I can do is I can kill 2 other things next turn with this Auramancer. Or I could play Guardian of the Guild Pact. I do like killing their things a little bit more, though. I think killing Snoppy's creatures is kind of good. Kind of good. They are attacking me for quite a bit here. Oh, 4. Force, whatever. Another land is welcome. Let's start off by deadweighting the Scattershot Archer. It represents less damage, but it kills my core Skyfishers, which I don't want it to do. So I am going to kill it. I do not think they have vines or anything, or I believe they would have used it to save the scatter shot. And now we have a blocker for this Nettle Sentinel, which they have to untap. And then I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could Core Skyfisher the Auramancer back to my hand if I want. But instead, I think I'll take this opportunity to play Guardian of the Guild Pact. Do. Inspector Thraben. Do. Woo woo. I'm actually not going to block or attack on the off chance that my opponent can. Should I attack? Yeah, I can attack. I mean, my opponent could like Rancor or something next turn. Rancor plus, let's see, 4 if I say that would be lethal. I'm not going to attack. I'll leave back blockers. I'm like I said in one of my previous games, I'm a control deck. There's no need to be greedy or pressure my opponent's life total because I'm just hoping to draw some more life gain stuff. I'm hoping to get set up on this Guardian of the Guild Pact so that I can just lifelink my opponent out of the game. So there's no need to be greedy. If I draw another land next turn, I could, an untapped land rather, what I can do is I can, okay, that's really terrible against me. This is, again, like, I feel like I might have asked this last game with those Card Clan Shamans, but why would you bring in Gleeful Sabotage? Oh, it destroys enchantments. Okay, that makes way more sense. I played so much Affinity. Yeah, this does destroy enchantments. So that's actually good. It's just bad right now because I'm not using any, I haven't journeyed to nowhere to anything. So okay, I get it. I get it. I smell ya. Okay, I could naturally draw a Gift of Orzhov. That'd be cool too. So I do want to do that. And now I bet they're going to wish they had waited on that Gleeful. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. So we'll attack for 3. And then we will bounce the Auramancer with the Core Skyfisher. And we will have available to us the Deadweight again next turn. Cool. This is going exactly how I wanted it to. Cool. Also could Heliod's Pilgrim for the Deadweight, but I think it's better just Auramancer, especially since, yeah, I don't know. I could have Heliod's Pilgrim. I do kind of like rebuying the one in my yard though. Well, I guess it is better to Pilgrim because if they get rid of the Gift of Orzhov, I'm gonna want to be able to get it back. But then it sort of 6 to 1, half dozen of another at that point because the Auramancer can also go get me the other Gift of Orzhov, so it's not like it really matters which one does what. They're both either going to get the Deadweight or the Gift. I'll block this. I have more Core Skyfishers in my hand. There's not really a reason not to. Interesting attack. River Boa. Sure. Does not live against dead weight. Dead weight River Boa. Dude, the dead weight Auramancer thing, pretty strong. That doesn't work how you think it does. Yep. Yep, yep. Alright, there's the ye old gleeful sabotage. Sure. Let's go ahead and bog my opponent. Get bogged. Oh, should have attacked first. Oh well. Just getting mad tunnel vision over here. Definitely should have attacked first. I guess to correct my error, I could instead. No, I just want to. Yeah, whatever. Don't play like me. Auramancer, pretty good. In the decks where Auramancer is a good card, he's a very good card. You do have to kind of build around, but the effect is pretty sweet. Also, there's Monk Idealist. Yeah, I think my opponent's going to be a little hard pressed to win this one. I went 3-0 at FNM with Monarch. Just so everyone knows. I've been playing that deck at FNM a lot. I love the Monarch deck. Boros Monarch, that is. I have not yet played the Black-White Monarch deck. Right, dead weight, pretty good. Totally could have played Gift of Orzhov here, but whatever. It doesn't really make a big difference on the clock, right? Yeah, it would have been one more point of damage, so cool, whatever. Well, let's go ahead and pass the turn. Playing sloppy, think of other decks, think of Final Fantasy. This deck is sweet, though. All right, cool. Win the match. See you guys in match 5.